Hello, anyone who might be watching. So recently, I've been watching a lot of this guy on YouTube, Mr. Multiverse. He has been talking about his fanfic ideas and all that, and I thought that sounded fun. So I said I want to talk about my ideas, because I have a lot of story ideas, and I'm kind of trying to get over this whole habit I've had of being lazy and just not actually writing them. So I'm kind of hoping voicing them will be the kick I need to actually start writing them down. You know? Anyway, the first idea, I'm not going to talk about every idea in this video. If it's successful, I'll make this like a regular thing. But, the first idea of mine I want to talk about is one I've been working on for a whole while now. Little guy joke. Probably. Yeah. Anyway, this one is one that is based on, well, my favorite show, Eddy. And yeah, you might be thinking, but you're a kid. But you're an adult. Anyway, but, it's just a great show. It's a classic show. And, this is kind of inspired by, because I've been seeing a lot of wholesome little TV shows. They get rebooted all dark and edgy and shit. And I fucking love that. I love seeing... I love the Mystery Incorporated of Scooby-Doo. That whole series was fucking phenomenal. That was my favorite Scooby-Doo series. I just love when he actually is dealing with scary stuff and the supernatural. It's fun to watch. It's fun to see. So... And a lot of people don't think you could do that without Eddy, and I could. But here's the thing, I've been working on this for few years now, and I'm not the only one who's tried to make Eddy supernatural. I mean, there's that stupid ass they're all in purgatory theory. God, I hate that one. Because it's fucking ridiculous. But hey, who am I to judge, right? But I've also read ones that are the Eds get hit by lightning and become superheroes, or the Eds get bit by a werewolf, or shit like that. Anyway, stuff like that is kind of where I'm going with it. So, the way I plan on doing it is sort of kind of a gradual building type of thing. Anyway, first, the Eds. Well, first, there's gonna be the in-between, prequel to the show, which is gonna be called Ed Boys, because I just thought because how Scooby-Doo made it Scooby-Doo Mystery Inc., I also thought I'd take, a popular phrase from the show and use that. So, the Ed Boys. It's not exactly the same, because Mystery Inc.'s actually the name of it. They're a team, But, I still think it works. But the Ed Boys, that's what they're called. And it can't just be Edda and Eddy, mainly for the reason of I'm adding a fourth Ed. Yeah, I'm adding a fourth Ed, people. And I've done my best to make him not all Mary Sue-ish, so don't worry, he's a actual character, he has flaws, he's not gonna be instantly beloved by all. In fact, he's sort of gonna be kind of filling Eddy's role originally from the original series, as like the asshole with the hard gold of the group. You know, anyway, his name's Edric, you know. And I'm thinking he would be Eddy's cousin, and the reason Eddy never mentioned him before is because Eddy's uncle, his dad's brother, doesn't get along well with his dad, but then Edric, he's getting into some trouble in his old hometown, so he gets sent to live with Eddy. So he slowly starts to bond with... See, like I said, there's some elements the show had that I really want to expand on, because I think they're rife with story potential. One of those is the Ed's families. Eddy's, here's how I have it planned out so far. Oh wait, I was talking about the prequel. Sorry. Anyway, got off on a tangent there. I might do that a lot. If I do, I'm sorry. Anyway, Eddy has a cousin, and here's kind of the funny part of how they all meet him. Right, the kids are literally just coming back from the whole Mondo Go-Go thing. They see that the neighborhood's still a frickin' wreck, but on top of that, they also see a bunch of frickin' police cars and all that, and their parents are all talking to the police and all that. And it's then they realize, oh god, we destroyed the neighborhood and then ran off. Our parents probably would be worried sick about us. You know, they realize that. And then Eddy makes some comment, oh god, I wonder how angry my folks are going to be about this. And then a voice narkily says, to be specific, I have Jason Marsden in mind to voice this guy. He's like my favorite voice actor. Anyway, a voice says, yeah, they passed towering, is like, well, they're currently at worried, so but I imagine they'll be at volcanic rage when they see you, something like that, you know. Something like that, because he's kind of a snarky bastard. Anyway, Eddy turns and he gets all surprised. He's like, and he sees Edric just sort of sitting there, and he's like, Edric? And then Edric smirks at him and he's like, hey guys. And then Eddy explains the whole thing. Now, see, what I'm thinking is Eddy's family, I'm thinking Eddy's dad is actually from a wealthy family. But they gain their wealth through various scheming methods and all that. They're like con artists and all that, and corrupt businessmen and all that, and that's why his dad left and became a police officer. He's a police officer in this. I figured that'd be cool. And that's why Eddy is such a greedy bastard, because he wants to prove that he can make the same amount of money as his uncles and all that, and he was doing it as his uncle and his grandpa, and he's doing it in this like scamming way, because that's the only way he knows how to do it. You know? Anyway, so they're having that whole awkward reunion, and meanwhile, Johnny, he also comes back. You know? I'm thinking as like a really cementing of everyone kind of being done with Johnny, at least for now, they blame him for what happened. Like, they make up some crap about how Johnny pulled some kind of stupid prank because Plank told him to. So his parents are angry. You know. Of course. And he gets grounded. Horribly grounded. So this makes him hate everyone except for Kevin. See, well, Kevin, I have this kind of headcanon in mind. Okay, and feel free to have opinions on it in the comments. But, my headcanon is, if you notice, the bizarre, somewhat stalkerish interest Johnny has in Kevin, and the fact that, you know, he really only seems to show interest in Naz when literally everyone else is doing it. And the only other girl he ever talked to on the show, and yes, I'm aware there's a very limited number of girls, the only other girl he talked to on the show, who tried in a romantic fashion, was Sarah. An angry redhead with a deep hatred of Eddy who likes to beat people up. AKA female Kevin. Maybe that's me reading too much into it, but my belief is Johnny is at the very least bi, and as a result, he has a crush on Kevin. So now he's even more, like, devastated because the one who led the charge against him when he, in the Big Picture show, and the one whose idea was to blame him, is in fact his biggest crush. And I thought that sounded cool. And that sounded cool. Like, cause, I mean, I don't want to be one of those guys who adds groups and, like, who adds certain types of people just to sort of score brownie points with the more, you know, politically correct crowd, you know? But this isn't necessarily that. This is just, I've always felt that Johnny, just lately, I've been thinking, yeah, if anyone in the, hang on.